Who calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? All right, should be set now, hopefully. All right. Let's see. What does my team be? We'll do. We'll do. You hopper. And then. Brain Goku. Why not? Start up. Start up. Went live on a way cause it's morning. No. Is Monarch Sid worth it? Yeah. If you're gonna go for one trade on him, then Monarch is 100% the choice. He is really, really good with Monarch. Let's see, I haven't actually checked out Sid. I just checked out Beyond Smith and then swapped him to Sid on max upgrade. I haven't really seen the potential of Monarch, like the Lord of Shadows right here. His damage is kind of crazy. Every 2.4 seconds. Every 2.4 seconds. That's 8k DPS. What the hell? I need Sid, man. I'm on 48 raid wins. That's crazy. You got it, bro. You got it. Trust. Wait, I want to see. On placement, when you swap to Sid, his SPA is at 2.4. What? And I just got this familiar as well, so it makes him get kills much faster now. He's getting it a lot more often. What? Look at 2.4 seconds, 12k, and just keeps going up. See, if we keep upgrading him, he's at 2.4 for a good minute, and then he becomes a Yuhaba half full AoE. Oh my lord, that's actually kind of crazy. And you keep upgrading, and then he's gonna get full AoE. It's crazy. What does the 1.5 familiar drop do? It gives you a random buff. Now, he can either be the best familiar in the game, or he can either be the worst familiar in the game. That's the thing about him. He basically, I think, he gives you or loses crit chance and crit damage, range and damage. But yeah, if you get like pluses and positives to all 4 of those, then he's probably like the best familiar in the game. But if you get all negatives, you're kind of cooked. But then again, with the new system where you can just keep rolling stats, and that shouldn't be as much of a problem. But still, what's good, Magic? What's good, Ohio? I got Monaco by level 60 godly damage and Z plus stats, fortunately. Yeah, he's so good. Best familiar is probably a whole lot of visits. I mean, depends on the unit. I think Burb is probably the #1 familiar, or this familiar right here. Depending on the unit, this goes crazy on Sid, on Vegito, on who else? On Dante, I think, as well. This familiar is really good. I can get the swap meter really fast. There's a lot of people still saying that Sid is ass. Now, the thing is, I think Sid is kind of okay if you don't have Monarch. But if you have Monarch, he's legitimately like one of the best, in my opinion, one of the most versatile damage dealers in the game. Like, it's crazy. He has full AoE damage, and this damage will keep increasing until he gets to like 30k plus DPS. And then it's full AoE as well. Then he has a crazy nuke that is infinitely scaled, so it's never gonna do the same amount of damage. It's always gonna do more. And then that's like his crowd control form. And then when you go to John Smith, he basically is like a crazy boss killer. It's crazy. Sid is so good. I might make a video of me trying out some of the hardest game modes in the game with just Sid, just showing how good he really is, because I feel like a lot of people are undervaluing how good he is. I got an 85% plus on the familiar using on Sid. Yeah, I want to get a really good one on him. I want to get a couple good ones. It's not that hard to get the familiar, thank God. So I'm going to try to farm up a lot of them. Hopefully I get a really good one. But a good, like that good, this familiar, like a good one, goes on Vegito. If you get 100% of the, I don't know what's called, like the black spirit or something like that, you get that on Vegito. Then instead of needing 13 swaps, it'll only take 6, which is a world's difference. It's gonna make everything so much better, and that's gonna make him an even it's gonna make him even more broken for support as well, because he's gonna be swapping really quickly. This familiar is really good. The one I was doing, it's actually so broken. They dropped some pretty crazy familiars this update. The negative stats on Burb can work for Uryu, probably. That is true. That is true. If you have that on Uryu, then he could probably benefit from that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Having the cool stream, and I appreciate it, bro. I want to show y'all the passives too. I'm like, and it's gonna kind of be like a scuffed showcase, because I'm not really gonna be showing everything Sid does, but he is very, very good. He is very good, especially starting off. He's a little bit more expensive than the average unit, but like this is not the cone. This cone right here is not what he's actually attacking with. It's everything. Excuse me. It's everything around here. Like from here to here, that's where he's gonna be attacking. It's kind of crazy. And then his passives. Look at this. On entry, we're gonna skip this. The entry part is really important because like a full AoE damage, but still. He gains the unknown element, still having blast, by the way. Unknown basically makes you immune to everything in the game, if y'all didn't know that. So it's pretty broken. And then he has that. And then this is the broken part too. On attack, if this unit already attacked the enemy, increases damage that attack by 5%. And it stacks infinitely. It stacks infinitely. So that passive right there makes him a stupid boss killer already. And then a welcome challenge. This basically means that no matter, like, as long as the enemy is stronger than his damage, he will be doing an additional 40%. So that basically means that, like, 99.9% of the time, if he doesn't one-shot someone, or not 100% of the time, if he doesn't one-shot someone, then he's going to be doing 40% more damage, which is crazy. So that's stupid. And then whenever you swap, he does an extra he's really good. He's really good. How are people saying he's bad? Because the thing is, if you look at the straight damage number, right? If I max him out and you look at his straight DPS, just nothing else, just a straight DPS, he is not, like, quote unquote the highest damage in the game. That's all they look at, which is why people say he's mid. They don't really take a look at the passes, which is like the number one important thing in AV. A unit could have 0 damage and he could still be one of the best units in the game because of this thing right here, the passives. But even including all that, I think he's mainly useful if you have Monarch. If you don't, I don't think he's going to be as useful as I don't think he would be as useful as he would be without Monarch, or with Monarch. Yeah. So he's like a Monarch or nothing type unit, but still really good. And this AoE is kind of broken. He's like a multiple hits as well, so it's going to benefit a lot. And then we just keep upgrading him. His damage is not bad. Again, this is Monarch. And I have what, Z plus Godly, so pretty good stats. And then you go here, he becomes a cone. All of his AoEs are good. He has a fat cone, then he becomes a much smaller cone, but then he increases the cone again on this upgrade. And then his ability is, again, another reason. John Smith, this version right here, is the boss killer of the two. And then Sid, the Lord of Shadows, is the crowd control version, the one that handles like the mob densities and trying to not let leaks go by. They definitely correspond with each other really nicely. They're very good units. I have 900 real safe for Sid. That's crazy. Still can't beat the rating with my units. You can just join other people. Once you get the hang of it, it's not even that bad. But then again, you need, you know, pretty decent units. I don't even think it's worth farming Nightmare unless you want to, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if you just try to speedrun it with normal, then you should be better. So this is max damage. Okay, his damage went up a good amount with the familiar. It used to be like 24k, so he gained like 4k damage. Yeah, but this right here deals 600% more damage on the next attack to the highest HP enemy in range. It's a one attack, so he attacks one singular enemy, and that enemy is the highest HP enemy. So again, stupid. And this counts towards this passive too. So if this keeps attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking, for example, he attacks 20 times, that is a 1000% increase, I think. And then you add that to this, it's gonna get kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna get kind of stupid. Vegeta is nature, right? Vegito is holy. Vegeta is blast, and then Roku is water. I just got a 99.7% darkness. What? That's crazy. Congrats. Wild familiar. I forgot WORLDLINE isn't that hard until you get to the later stages, but it's still very tedious. You should low-key help me with the raid when you get the chance. I don't know, man. It's just so easy doing it solo. Like, even with one other person, it just makes it so much harder. I don't know why. Not even hard. It just makes it more difficult. Which is, yeah, same thing, harder. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Ease me. That's light. I have good units but no good traits. Tough. Hey man, sometimes it'd be like that. So just be like that. Can you change the element on the familiar with the reroll things, or is it just percentage? Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I thought it would be the element as well, but I feel like that would be way too broken. So just to like give my roughest estimate, I would say it's the percentage. However, I don't know if you can do both. I don't know if you can do both. If you can do both, that's kind of crazy, but I don't know. I'll just place something there. I was getting here, it's fine. Last time I got a Monarch was during the SPR update. I might be cooked. Hey man, the best I could say is just keep rolling on one unit that you want to get actually Monarch on, and just keep summoning or keep spending until pity. And I mean, the only units I would recommend doing that for is realistically only the Vanguards, but your choice. The craziest thing is, I spend money sometimes. The only time I spend money is battle passes, right? But like, I don't spend money on like rerolls and bundles because I can't. I'm not balling like that. But I farm so much that like the time I spent farming has paid off in my trade luck. So it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. His DPS gets doubled because of this, so he becomes a 36k DPS once maxed. And getting takedowns is very easy in this game. So this unit is immune to debuffs, increased damage to enemies based on the amount of HP they're missing. So he basically just does more damage like every time he attacks an enemy. Kind of. I mean, if he's not one tapping him, he's gonna do crazy amount of damage. These two are really good. Crazy. Wow. Crazy. You said to keep that on my Sun Jin Woo? Yeah, keep that. Never mind. If you got like Gogeta or something, or just save until the next Vanguard. I'm gonna guess the next Vanguard is gonna be an update 6. Hopefully, probably. Guess we'll see. No, Sun Jin Woo. Rip. And he's back. Can you give me your opinions on the top 5 units in the game right now? Let me think about that. Huh. Top 5. I mean, Sun Jin Woo I think is number 1. I don't it's very hard to think of a unit that could ever outshine him or like dethrone him at this point. He's just so good. Next up, like, I don't even want to call it bias. He's just so good. I want to say Yu Haba is probably the second best unit in the game in my opinion. I really want to say he actually does everything. He, like, instead of like slowing or stunning, he does everything else. He has good DPS. He's cheap to place. He's cheap to max. He's full AoE as well. And he's immune to status ailments. And he can double his DPS. This dude is broken. So I'll probably put him at number 2. And then number 3 is where it starts getting tricky, because I'm not going to put Gogeta. Why? Because Gogeta needs Monarch. And if a unit like absolutely needs a trait to be viable, then I don't think he should be that high on the list. So I'm not going to put Gogeta at 3. I might, honestly. I want to put Vegito at 3. He also does everything. Very good. Vegito slash Goku slash Vegeta. Very good combo unit. I might put them at 3. And then 4, I'll put Gogeta. Why not? Because even if you do get Monarch, he's absolutely like crazy. And then I want to put Sid there because Sid is crazy. But I don't think I can. Even though I want to, I don't think people will agree with that. I feel like Sid could be top 5. I feel like Sid could be top 5. Dante's another really good pick. Dante's another really good pick because his crit is crazy, and you can get Deadeye, which is a much easier trait to get compared to like Monarch or something, and he can still do as much, if not, well, he does a more consistent DPS, even though the DPS is like the same. He does a more consistent damage since he's in his double trigger form, much more. Yeah, I might put Dante there, and then I want to put Sid at 5. It's just people haven't like figured out why he's good, and the fact that his nuke is stupid, and he's a crazy boss killer. He's gonna get shine. He's gonna be like, what's it called? He's gonna be like more focused on or more highlighted whenever future game modes come out, where longer game modes like the new raids and stuff, where you're gonna need nukes that are super long like this, where you're gonna need this, and then people will see why he's actually good. Assuming your top 5 has Monarch trait, would it change the order? Yeah, it probably would. So if it's a Monarch, I'd still say Sun Jin Woo, and then Gogeta would be number 2, and then at 3, probably Sid. I want to put Sid at number 3. If he has Monarch, then Sid number 3. I'm not even assuming like Monarch on every, I'm assuming their best trait, which is probably Monarch. Then you could make the argument between Dante and Vegito. You could even say Virgil, but I feel like the fact that Virgil needs a bit of like an extra slot for him to be like actually doing good damage, that kind of takes like him off. But I think it would be Sun Jin Woo, Gogeta, Sid, and then probably Vegito, and then actually no, Yuhaba. I forgot about Yuhaba. Yuhaba at number 4, maybe 3. Honestly, I think Yuhaba is better than Sid. This is a tough question. I don't know. It's a tough question. The thing is, for top players, for units to be usable, they need Monarch. Not necessarily. No, Dante. In most cases, you're probably gonna need what's it called? You're probably gonna need Deadeye. In some cases, not every case, but some cases, you're probably gonna need Deadeye. Thanks for answering my questions. I really needed to know, guys, but no problem, man. I hope I helped. I couldn't really give like a promising top 5. I probably have to think about it more, do some math, you know, really look at all of them individually, see which one I feel like is actually better than the other, because they all do different things. That's why it's kind of hard to say top 5, especially in AV, where every single unit does something different and you just can't really compare one unit to another, because again, they do entirely different things. But the one thing I'm certain about is that Sun Jin Woo is the number 1 unit in the game. That's the thing that I'm 150% certain about, if that helps at all. Sun Jin Woo is easily the number 1 unit in the game. So no question you put Gogeta above the likes of Yhwach and Vegito if he had Monarch? Yeah. Yes. Gogeta Monarch is absolutely crazy. But without Monarch, he'd probably be much lower. He might not even be in the top 5. If he doesn't have Monarch, he might not be top 5. But if he does have Monarch, he's number 2. It's probably the number 1 unit in the game that actually needs Monarch. Because even with Sanjiwoo, you don't need Monarch. If you get Deadeye, he's also going to be as good. But with Gogeta, you need Monarch. No other trait could suffice. See, he's Monarch or nothing. Because he's so expensive and he's 1 placement. So, like, it's going to be a waste of money if you upgrade a non-Monarch Vegeta or Gogeta. I have to grind some of the Black Spirit familiars off camera later. Too broken for me to not grind for it. This one's really good though because it gives blast damage and a good amount too. It's good for Sid. Did I see Katakuri's passives? Yeah, I did. I seen a video of him. He is easily the best slow in the game because he also slows, is full AoE, and also stuns. And he moves with the slow and stun. And it's kind of like a permanent slow as well. It's the Katakuri is crazy. Yeah, he might be the best WORLDLINE unit that we've gone. Hot topic, maybe, probably, maybe. I don't know. Probably. He is crazy slow. He's crazy slow. Is this multi? I haven't seen Sid's VFX. I've seen John Smith. I haven't seen Sid's. Let me see this. Whoa. What the hell? What? That is actually super sick. That is super clean. I am oh my god. This is a huge VFX. Do I view? Let me see this. With the Monarch. Bro, I wish that you didn't need to have visual effects on to see the Monarch aura, bro. I wish you could just turn it off and yet still keep the aura like around him. That would be so fire. Because it looks so clean. It actually looks so clean. It's crazy. But I guess, what can you do? The fact his VFX moves around the terrain is sick. It does? Wait, Sid? Ooh, 50,000 gold. Nice. Where's the infinite Tsukiyomi? Let me allow my Sid to just clear it easy. Instead of telling me the code while he's charging his nuke, it glitches out for me. Only telling half the code, game doesn't want me to win. Yeah, I don't know. There's apparently been a couple of bugs with the raid. I don't know if it's going to get fixed. I haven't had any bugs with it yet. Maybe I got lucky or something, or I don't know. Unless you're doing it with other people, then it could get bugged. But I've done all my runs solo and nothing's happened, so I already know. But that is tough because the raids right now are, yeah, they're already tough. So having bugs makes it even tougher. It's when I'm solo. Yeah. I don't know why it's like that then. That's tough. I want to see his damage max whenever you swap with Sid to John Smith. I wish it would say like a swap counter somewhere here. That kind of sucks. $140K. Oh wow. I mean, it is 40% extra damage, no? Yeah, 40%. 35K DPS. That's crazy. Actually crazy. You can see the damage number. It's doing 84K per hit. So like 160, 70K, 170K. I saved up 100 euros and saved up until for Goku and only got range 2. Damn. Damn. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's tough. One day you'll get the monitor, bro. Trust. Even though I had a lot of rerolls, I still spent 500 plus to get this monarch. And I spent like 500 for Goku too. So it's still even though I got them, they weren't easy to get, but still. Mahito. I forgot the auto swap isn't even really necessary in this. Like I said, the game doesn't want me to win at life. Damn, bro. Damn. I spent 1,242 euros on Goku and nothing. What the heck? That is kind of crazy. They fixed the fortune callus. What was wrong with it? Did it not work? Were they bugged? Where's bro at? I'm blind? Where's he at? My game is so like, it's hard to find people. Oh, right here. Yeah, it didn't use them. Wait, it didn't use them, just showed them. You had them, but now it's using them. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this new UI that they added. Like it's very simple, it's very like small, but I actually like it a lot. This new format that they're going for. Chocomo, worst boss in the game? Oh yeah, for sure. He regens too much. Infinite Tsukuyomi, my favorite modifier, my favorite weather. I love it. It's my favorite. It's the easiest too. 730. That's not bad. So Padoru's the goats. The 100 extra yen right there saved my life. I remember when Infinite Tsukiyomi first came out, everyone was saying it was impossible. I mean, yeah, because back then there was barely any unknown slash unboundiness. The only unknown we had was, or no, only unbound we had was who? Lancer and Alucard and Toji. Yeah, I mean, I soloed it with Lancer, but still, it's pretty hard for new players. I mean, now all you really need is just Sunjin, Monarch or no Monarch. It's easy. And I mean, now I have this dude and Sunjin, both Monarch. I mean, it's just like some regular stage at this point. It's not even a challenge. But what do the new familiars do? So one of them, what is the one I have right here on Sid, is any attack that would generate a meter guarantees, well, in my case 60%, but it goes up to 100% more meter, basically meaning that you get this meter much faster. Now units with the meter is obviously Sid, there's Goku and Vegeta, there's Dante and Virgil. Then I think that's about it for now. I don't think Sunjin Woo's count, because his is based off of kills, like actual kills, and not of the amount of attacks, like not of the amount of times he attacks. So yeah, and then the second one, which is Burb from the raid, is a random familiar that can either buff or decrease your crit chance, crit damage, range, and damage. I'm pretty sure both familiars are good. Burb though could be amazing or could be trash. Like, it's really just RNG with that one. But if you get a good Burb familiar, it's stupid. Like, it's easily the best familiar in the game, no doubt about it, because it buffs like 4 very essential cores of like your stats. Very good. That's crazy. Yeah, and then this one is so good for, like, if I get 100% for both Sid, or not even Sid, but if I get 100% for Vegito and for Dante, it's gonna go so crazy. It's gonna go so crazy. So that's my goal, at least. I mean, of course, today I'm gonna try to go as far as I can into WORLDLINE until I don't know, I'll call it quits or something. I don't know, but I do want to grind to get a lot of these. Hopefully I get at least like 1 or 2 Burbs. It's not easy to get, but you know, hopefully. Monarch Dante Loki busted. His DPS is the same as Deadeye Dante. It's just the fact that Deadeye Dante gets his Devil Trigger form, which is where he does the most amount of DPS. He gets it much more often compared to Monarch. That's why if I get a good crit chance Burb familiar, which I think could go up to a 20% crit chance increase, and I put that on my Dante, he will be going absolutely stupid. He's actually gonna be doing crazy amount of work. So yeah, the familiars this update are definitely very, very worth investing time and effort into. They're very good, and I think they're permanent too, so you definitely want to stack one as much as you want. To be honest, this familiar is insane on Sid, Dante, Virgil, since Vegeta needs to attack to get the 40% damage increase. Yeah, but after you get the 40% damage increase, you're still gonna have to like swap a couple more times after that anyway. So it's better to get the swap mechanic like faster. So I think you get the 40%, because if I do the math right, and if you're on the second move, which is the fastest way to get the swaps, it would take 10 seconds to swap, and that would mean 4 attacks every 10 seconds, and that's 1 swap, and you would need 10 attacks in total. So, or yeah, no, you need 20 attacks in total, I think, because it's a 2% to a 40%. So it would take around 6 swaps. Actually, no, yeah. Actually, if you do, I think if you don't have the familiar on Vegito, and you get the 40%. By the time you get the 40%, you might be able to get the swaps. Yeah. That is true. That is true. I mean, still, for most people, they might want to get Vegito quicker, and that makes sense. But yeah, I gotta try it out. I gotta test it out myself. I gotta see how it is in game. But for Dante and Virgil and Sid, it's gonna do crazy amount of work. Where the other mods at? I got no clue. No clue. Gonna use Delta in the new raid. W. I heard Delta's pretty okay. I don't think she's the best. I think if you want to use someone like Delta, just use Uryu, because he literally just attacks anybody anywhere, unless they're in the range. But like his range is pretty small if you have a bad stat on it. But yeah, I think if you want to use Delta, just use Uryu. That's my thought process on that. They buffed Sid to 3%, or is that because of the Fortune Catalyst? I think that's because of the Fortune Catalyst. If they didn't say they buffed them or the chance, then I don't think they did. Like his damage is so stupid. Oh wait, this is because his what's the element? Is it blast? Yeah. I was about to say, what is his damage? This damage is crazy. I'm actually really glad I got Monarch on him. I'm very glad I got Monarch on Sid. He's definitely gonna come in clutch for me in the future. I know for a fact. W devs are adding soundtrack for when Dante and Virgil transform into their DT forms. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that a lot. It is actually pretty cool though. It is very, very cool. What floor am I on? I'm on floor 9, and it already... Actually, no, I'm already 1/5 of the way there. Nice. Nice. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It definitely is very, very tedious, though. I already want to log off. For those who finish, what team did y'all run? I can't get past floor 47. I heard there was problems with floor... Blah, I can't speak. I heard there was problems with floor 47. I don't know why, though. Is this bugged? Sorcery boss, I don't know how to beat it because the puppet's spawning in the front even when I place towards the back. Huh, I think a nuke could probably solve that, no? The bug with Sorcery wouldn't transform. He'd iframe and just kill you. Huh. I mean, they just issued an update log report. Let me see. Is there something about Sorcery over there? Let's see. I don't think so. That's tough. Sorcery boss is a nerf. Yeah, he is a little cheesed. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little cheesy. I use Monarch, Goku, Deadeye, Sunjin Woo, and Marksman, Yoriichi, Dante in 2 forms. I don't even know what to do. I think the nuke. I think you have to like stock up on your nukes. Get the duo nuke out, and then you should be good. I think. I mean, once I get to floor 47, I'll see if I can do it. I probably won't get there today, but once I get there, I'll probably see how it is. I think if you have Monarch Goku, just probably get to Vegito, no? And try to play off of that. That's my guess. It's the fact that the puppets thrice and have shield. Yeah, it does sound like a pretty crazy sounds like a pretty crazy floor. I tried Vegito, he got out of range. If that's the case, then probably just save save money pre boss. So then if he gets out of wave, you can just well, actually no, but you're gonna lose Vegito. Huh. Maybe keep a steal. Spawn in a seal from your Sunjin Woo. Get max mana, get max buffs and everything, and then spawn and seal. See how that goes. Not even for the bosses too, but for the excess enemies that go by. Maybe this dude can just kill them. And if you have dead on him, then there might be a crit in one of those and could do some crazy damage. Spawns when you get max buff, and then just save your nukes until when the boss comes out, and then just rely on that, I guess. You can try that. See how that goes. To be honest, Delta is busted. She is. Is she? Haven't heard that. I honestly wish I got another godly staff for Sid. I only have godly range. I wish I got like a godly damage or SPA. That shit doesn't matter no more. Z plus and godly barely have a difference. It only matters if you don't have any stats on him in the first place. And the rage is insane for the mobs. Oh yeah, she does get buffed. Every Eminence in the Shadow unit and Ichigo get buffed. So with Monarch Sid, I can complete normal raid in like 4 minutes and 50 seconds, I think. Faster than some legend stage modes, which is kind of crazy to think about. That's how broken the buff multiplier is. Oh, it did get buffed. Act 2 / hard mode rewards have been buffed to a 3% drop chance with the unit. With the Fortune Catalyst, it goes up to 6%. Nice. Fire W. So they buffed the chance for Sid for Nightmare. That's pretty fire. Ooh, Fire Rose, nice. What does Delta do? She, I think, targets the weakest enemy and she has infinite range. The Sid drop chance got buffed. I hope they they buffed the burb chance as well. Hopefully, I want to get some of those too. I'll just go check that out after this game. I want to go check and see if the burb chance also got buffed. Yeah, burb is also 3%. Bets. Let's go. Do you get more coins as well too from Nightmare? If so, then I'm probably gonna grind Nightmare. If that's the case, I just won't grind solo no more. I won't grind normal no more. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna leech off you for real. I've gone 3 burbs and still don't have Sid. That's crazy. I kind of want your luck right now, man. I kind of want your luck. I want a burb. Having 3 burbs is kind of crazy. You get 5 more than normal. Oh, so it didn't change? It's still the same. Damn. It's still the same amount of coins, huh? I wish it would give like 10 more. That would be much better. Because Nightmare, it is harder than normal, but it's not that much harder. It's still pretty easy. I mean, when I say easy, I mean it's easy if you have Monarch Sanjimuni. You have up, but if you don't, it's still pretty hard. Yeah, that is true. I mean, they buffed the chance for the drops, which is still great. I will grind burb now. I will grind Nightmare though for burb. So yeah, hopefully I get at least a couple. Delta targets weakest and does 6% more damage depending on how far the enemy is, and she also has a different range, meaning that she always does 60% more damage. Yeah, sounds about right. For the dungeons, she does seem really good though, for sure. I got 0 complete just because I don't have good trace when I try to be selling it. Da, 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 da. Shout out to the 12 people watching this stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By the way, you can place one saber on any tower to not die from the cage. Yeah, for that though, the thing is, sabers are 3 placement, and I think the best way of doing it is to have 1 repulse on each like tower. And since there's 4, you want a 4 placement repulse. So my recommendation is to go on banner and summon for Pain or Inumaki, because they're both legendaries, very easy to get, and they both repulse, and they're both 4 placement. So yeah, that's like what I use whenever I do Nightmare. But if I'm doing normal, I don't really need it. It's too easy. All right, I want to go check the raid, and then I'm gonna go back to WORLDLINE. I want to check the raid chances now after the buff. You only need 1 saber, do you? Ooh, nice. 3% for Burb. I've done it in 8 minutes before. I've done it in 8 minutes. That's how fast I could do it. But that was like me super locked. All right, back to WORLDLINE. Just 1 saber on a tower, that's it? Ooh, that is to know. That is good to know. I finally beat it. Thank you for the advice. I got you, bro. Yeah, take it back. You actually need 3 sabers. I swear you need all 4 to be on all 4 towers. I swear that was how it's supposed to be. I don't really know though. Honestly, I haven't really tried it out or tested it out to see which one works and which one doesn't, but didn't realize how fast the cage is in Nightmare. Yeah, the cage in normal is super slow, but in Nightmare it's speeding towards you. I can kill him quicker than the cage with Monarch, Aizen, and Gogeta. Yeah, if you have straight Monarchs, then you can like brute force your way through it. But if you don't, you're gonna have to like play the repulse game. But yeah, that's only if you do have Monarchs. Buff Goku Black. Buff my trait luck. Oh no, bro. That's tough. That's tough. They need a nerf floor 50. Why is it that hard? God, we're doing 30 floors straight in WORLDLINEs. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm how many? Wait, I'm floor 12, and it's definitely very boring. Sit on Nightmare is only at 3% now, and new servers. Yeah, I saw. Definitely much better for those who are grinding for Sid. Yeah, at least one, maybe two Monarchs. My Senju Tickles served for 3 hours and still haven't beaten them. Damn. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. It's hard to beat. It has to be nerfed. Damn. There's got to be a strat. There has to be some way. Do you know what map it is? What map is the floor 50? Can I help you get Sid? Maybe later, but not now. Right now I'm doing WORLDLINEs, but if it gets to the point, I might, because I might help Dio too. my goat. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Where'd my unit go? Yeah, I might as well help. Why not? Not a lot, but I'll try. Yo, what's good, Global? How you doing, bro? Okay, so I think the strat is gonna be for me to go to. I think I'm gonna go to floor 20, and then call it. Because I do wanna. Maybe not today. I'll probably start working on a video tomorrow about me trying to complete some of the hardest game modes in anime Vanguards with only Monarch Sid. A little bit of a spoiler for the next video, but it's either gonna be that or a Odyssey video or something. But I'm gonna have something planned. But as for today, I want to try to get deep into Odyssey a little bit. Floor 25 is a good stopping point. 25 should take 10 minutes. Yeah, actually, yeah. Another hour should be until floor 25. I'll probably stop there, yeah. I'm just teaching the winter event, so happy to do nothing. Why does the Cage and Nightmare want me to die so badly? It's Nightmare, bro. It's harder. It's tough. It's tough out here. Solar Rift was Monarch Sid. There's your video. Honestly, I think Sid could do it. I think Sid could honestly do it. He has a nuke. He's full AoE. And he's immune. I think he can actually do it. The thing is, though, his John Smith wouldn't be able to do it. His John Smith form wouldn't be. It would have to be his shadow form. His, like, Sid shadow. But the thing is, with one of Sid's passes, where the lower the HP they have, the more damage he's gonna do. What's my opinion on leeching? As long as it's not ruining the game, then it's fine, I guess. As long as it's, like, not wrong and it's not leeching in a bad way, quote unquote, then I think it's fine. I don't know. I want Katakuri so bad. Yeah, 50 floors. Needs at least one Monarch. Yeah. Yeah, Monarch does come in handy. Most of the, well, not most, a lot of the time, it does definitely come in handy. But hey, man, AV is dropping a lot of free-to-play updates. There's a lot of ways to get rerolls, and by a lot, I genuinely mean a lot. A lot. If I wanted to today, I could probably get like 20, 30 rerolls if I wanted to, and I could probably repeat that process the next day. But it's kind of crazy. Only unit that I know can solo rifts is Yamamoto and Sanjiwoo. I've solo rift with Yuhaba. I've solo rift with Yuhaba before, solo by himself. What I mean solo, I mean like he is the only one doing damage. You know, like I'm still gonna bring Lucy, I'm still gonna bring my money units, I'm still gonna bring buffs. That's like inevitable. If you don't bring those, you're gonna lose. There's no way to win. But I think with Sid, I could probably beat it. With this passive fully buffed, I have his nuke. I can keep swapping too. I want to try to get a max level as fast as possible to get as many swaps as I can before I have to keep him at this full AoE Sid nuke or at this full AoE Sid form. And then once the boss is low and I have the thing on him, then I can destroy him. I honestly think Sid could solo this. I genuinely think so. Have you watched the anime? Yeah, Emerson Shadow. Category Loki busted. Excuse me. He is the best slow slash stun in the game, I think. I think so, because he's full AoE as well, on top of all that. I've soloed a rift with only Dante, also only with Virgil. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Yeah, Dante and Virgil on like a whole nother level. Those guys are a little way too broken to be battle pass units. I'm not complaining though. My Monarch Dante is you know, grinning in the corner. I never watched it. I mean, it's good. The anime is pretty okay. Sid's the only reason you'd probably want to watch the show, but yeah. His range gets pretty good too. 44, and I still have 30% more range to get out of it, so might get to like 50, almost 60 range. That's actually kind of crazy. Just trying to get Gogeta. W, good luck, good luck. The anime has a lot of fan service. Yeah, it does. It kind of ruins it. It's kind of like Fire Force, where it's like forced. There's really no point. It doesn't do anything about the story for that. Like, it might as well just keep it out. It kind of just ruins them. Like, it kind of ruins the flow of the show most of the time. Again, just like Fire Force. Fire Force is like a beauty of an anime, but the fan service does kind of ruin it, which sucks to say, but that's reality. The manga is apparently really good though. The manga apparently has like 0 to no fan service, like barely to not like no fan service at all, so it makes it much more bearable. And it's overall just better. I don't know. I don't really read manga though. I've read only one manga, which was Demon Slayer, and then I read Manhwa, which was Solo Leveling. Those are the only two that I've ever read. I just like watching the anime. Fan service is goated. I mean, sure, for most people, I guess, but like, it gets to a point where it's just too much. It's just like, why is that even here? Like, I'm trying to watch a fight scene, not this. Gooner detected. I'm in a healthy relationship. There is no gooning. Oh, I hope so, bro. I hope so. I sure hope so. I think with max buffs, I got him to get to like 50k DPS. This is so good, because the thing is, his DPS here isn't even how much damage he's gonna be doing. 90% of the time, if like he's gonna be doing 40% more damage. What's 40% of 50k? That's like 20k. So realistically, most like he's gonna be doing 70k DP. Wow, this dude's crazy. Holy crap. I need to know how much damage this dude does to a boss, max buff, with this passive just getting underweight. Bro, he could do over 10 mil damage. Maybe. Possibly. 10 runs to 6% and still no Sid. Gotta keep going, bro. You got this. You got this. You got this. Buff Alucard. He's already been buffed. He's crazy. Alucard is such a broken support unit. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I got him. So glad I got a marksman too. Sid Glades needs to be slayed? What you mean? Buff Sid. Really did not see. Oh, yeah. His bleed got buffed. It went from a 2-second bleed to an 8-second bleed, which makes him apply his wounded for a lot longer, basically making the enemies take 20% damage for longer, which is really good, actually. Very good buff. Top 3 units in your opinion? Sun Jin Woo. If you're talking about their best traits, like Monarch, Sun Jin Woo, Gogeta, Yuhaba. Yeah. Those 3. I honestly could probably argue having Sid in there too, I'm not gonna lie. You could argue having Sid in there. He is not dying. What is this? I didn't bring Lucy, so I can't do anything about that. There you go. Damn, he got disintegrated. Oh my gosh. Ooh, 10 stat chips. Nice. Super nice. Replace this release. Only have 2 Monarchs, Sakuna and Okarun. Got no Alucard, but I have 10 Ethereals on meta units. Hey man. Sakuna, if I had to guess, it's probably gonna get a Vanguard evolution. If I had to guess, Sakuna's probably gonna get a Vanguard evolution. So have some hope. Have some hope. Sakuna's gonna get a rework. So truth be told, he's gonna be much better than he is right now. So yeah, that's already been confirmed like months ago. When that's gonna happen, I don't know. But he will be much better than he is right now. So buff Okarun. They're not gonna buff those dudes. Oh, the whole Don update is like, that never even happened. That update just never even happened. What even is that update? I feel bad for those who have outdated Monarchs like me. Tough. Super tough. I have a full Monarch team. Should I keep chasing Monarch on Yoba? Don't mind spelling. You're good, bro. What are your Monarchs? What Monarch units do you have? Depending on what your Monarch's on, I would say either spend for Yuhaba, because he is a very broken unit, or save for the next Vanguard. I don't know when it's going to be the next Vanguard, but just... I mean, it's always good to save for Vanguards. No, buff only my Monarch Order. Only yours. Specifically the one that is in your inventory. W. I have 8 Monarchs and only 2 of them are meta. You have 8 Monarchs? What are the 8 Monarchs? I also have 8 Monarchs now. This Sid made in my 8s. I have 6 Ethereals and 8 Monarchs. To be fair though, I rolled off a lot of Ethereals. I don't like Ethereal. I hate that trait. But still. For most students though, don't spin it off. I mean, nowadays, so I think Deadeye is probably better than Ethereal now. I think Deadeye is probably the second best trait in the game. Vanguard, Sanjiwoo, Boost, Normal Saber, Dante, and Goku. That's a crazy Monarchs lineup right there, man. Holy crap. Honestly, maybe one day go spin on Yuhaba, but I would personally say save until 6.0. See what units are in 6.0. Keep farming reels though. Keep grinding reels, of course. But if you already have Yuhaba, save Yuhaba, and then just wait until update 6 comes out. See what units are in that update. And then depending on what units you want to roll on and don't want to roll on, then make your decision. Because after that, I think it's worth. Like, if the units you don't want to spin on, you don't want to spin on them, go spin on Yuhaba. If you want to spin on them, just spin on them. And save Yuhaba for like a later date. But again, it's at the end of the day, it's your rerolls if you want to spend them. My personal opinion on Monarch Yuhaba is crazy. He's almost as useful for me as like Sunju in Igris Monarch. He is so good. But yeah. Vanguards will always be better. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you ever want to go Monarch, legitimately like Monarch or nothing, you want to do that on Vanguards because they will always be there. Didn't you say that you would rather have Monarch Aizen? Monarch Aizen never happened. Aizen never happened. Aizen didn't want to give me the Monarch. I spent like 600 plus rerolls. I'm done. I'm done with Aizen. I'm done. Best boss rush unit in my opinion. What do you mean? Like in my opinion, who's the best boss rush unit? Saber. I mean, yeah. How would you say it's Sid in the meta tier list, or is it even meta? If he has Monarch, he is very, very top of meta. Like one of the best units in the game. If he doesn't have Monarch, he's probably one of those infinite units. Infinite meta, long game mode meta. Good, but he's like 50 million times better if he does have Monarch on him. Still though, he has an infinite scaling nuke and his unknown elements. So definitely still worth going for. I'm in no rush. I have 600 rules right now. Yeah, bro, you're good. You're set. Bangers will be there for you when no one's there. Is Yuhub? Huh? What? Is Yuha in mind for solo? What does that mean? I got Sid finally. W, bro. Good shite, bro. W. Let us see it. Let us see it. Now I gotta get that Monarch. Get that Monarch in your set. Is Sid new global cooldown? I have no clue actually. I have actually no idea. I think is it? I don't know. If I had to guess, I probably think it is. It's a 180-second cooldown though. So it's infinitely spammable, which is really good. It's global. Okay, yeah. Yuhaba is my pick. Sorry, English lame-o. Are you talking about Yuhaba? Like, is he good? Yeah, Yuhaba's good. Hey, that's your question. Yeah, Yuhaba's good. It's going to be insanely meta for infinite. Oh, not even infinite, because like, as you see, we're getting raids, which are really long game modes. We're getting rifts, super long game modes, dungeons, super long game modes. Nowadays, in AV at least, quote-unquote infinite meta units aren't just made for infinite. They're made for these longer game modes that isn't story or isn't legend stage, etc. So that's why I'm saying units like these, who are expensive for a reason, who have like infinite units, are gonna be good. They're gonna be much better than other units that are cheaper. Yes, they do like their damage for cheaper. They have like better abilities, I guess, but they're not infinite meta, and you're not gonna want to bring those units on here. Have a glazing as a Monarch Sid. No, I'm being dead. I'm not even glazing Monarch Sid. I'm just glazing what's it called? Sid in general. Cause like you're gonna have Sid, and if you have his swaps, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. His nuke will always be crazy. His nuke can literally hit to like billions, realistically, if you want it to be. That's a very, very like low chance of that actually happening. That would actually just happen in an infinite run, but you get the point. It never stops like going up. I just got a god portal while doing world lines, bro. I haven't even gone boo yet. I have not even gone boo yet. I haven't even tried going for boo yet. I probably should. How is Delta? Delta's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. How much placements is Sid without Monarch? He's a 3 placement. More swaps is crazy, yeah. Is Monarch Sid better or Monarch Aizen better? Aizen has a really good ability. Aizen's aura makes him do a lot of DPS, and he's full AoE. Really expensive though. He has way more DPS. However, his DPS is only from his aura. Only from his aura. If the units are out of his aura, then he's kind of meh. But when the enemies are in his aura, they're getting disintegrated like instantly. With Sid though, he can be a boss killer like this. He can be a full AoE like this, and his damage gets doubled, by the way, so don't be fooled by this. His damage and his range will basically get doubled. He's also unknown, so he's immune to all status ailments. And then on entry, they do a good amount of damage, and this guy has a nuke. And his other version also has a like quote unquote nuke. In my opinion, I think Monarch Sid is better. Short answer. I think Monarch Sid is better than Monarch Aizen. However, Monarch Aizen is still like actually like really good, like very, very good. But yeah. Wait. On entry, all enemies in range for 80% of this unit's damage. And then buffs damage by 40%. That's crazy. I stand by my word, nerf floor 50. The aura can do a lot of damage if you have the right team. That is true. And again, if you have his ability on too, where you can like place it down the wall, and Aizen's like right here, just on the edge of the corner, and you place him down with the wall there, then he could do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. What update do I want? Like what anime? One Piece. Easy. If I wanted one anime for an update, I 100% want One Piece. No doubt in my mind. I'm struggling for 4 hours. Damn. Floor 50 can't be that hard. It probably is if you don't have monarchs. If you do though, then well, yeah. The models though, I mean, look at Katakuri's model. It looks very nice. It's not a one-to-one copy of the One Piece version, but it's still very accurate. It's very, very accurate. We need a high school TXT. All right. Yeah, Monarch needs to win. They merged Katakuri jacket and scarf. Yeah, if that's all they did. If that's all they have to do to make sure that they don't get copyrighted, then I'm honestly fine. Then I'm honestly fine with it. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. High school DC update is gonna be peak. I want the Katakuri bundle. Yeah, I seen the Katakuri bundle. I want the Ichigo bundle. I want the casual Ichigo. That looks like a fire bundle. Gave us a slime update. Oh, a slime update. A Rimuru unit. A Rimuru Vanguard. will go crazy. $900 rules on Sid, 2 ethereals, 5 deadeyes, and no monarchs. I spent 500 rules and I got 2 solars and 1 monarch. That was my spree. I thought I was cooked, honestly. I got 2 reroll. I got two solars and like 400 rolls, and then I got cooked. I need a Black Clover update. Yes, a Black Clover update would go so peak. Black Clover is one of my favorite animes. It might not be the best anime to ever exist, but it's one of my favorite animes. I would love a Black Clover update. I would love a Black Clover update. That would be so fire. That would be super fire. Man, you stop enemies from attacking for the Asa unit? That's true. I think he kind of work like a, what's his called? Like Lucy. Where he kind of just makes them stop like doing their attacks. If I had to guess. That's what kind of Asa does. He uses his dark magic to take out magic. Anti-magic. My lineup is Vanguard, Sejubu, Deadeye, Yuhaba, Ethereal, Ragna, Deadeye, Gojo, Ethereal, Takaro to Fortune, and the last slot has been messing around to find the unit that works. Well, what's the map on floor 50? That's another really important thing. If they add a Black Clover update, mark my words, that Asa's pass is going to be to bypass the damage reduction. Oh yeah, for sure. That's his whole focus. He ignores a lot of like magic. He is anti-magic. Time stop gonna be OP Julius? Yeah. Julius probably gonna be a time stop. You know, probably gonna be like a pushback. I want Yami. I would love a Yami unit. I would love a Yami unit. Dimension, slash, and everything. Oh. Black River goes so peak. Marshall Island Fabu with the full moon. Ooh. The Marshall Island map. That does not sound fun. Super yummy. Every game does Yami so wrong. Exactly. Every game does Bleach units wrong. Every game does Bleach units wrong. The only game that didn't do it wrong was AV. So if I have trust in at least one game to do units correctly, I'm gonna have faith in AV. I'm gonna have faith that they're gonna cook. I hope, at least. I don't know. I feel like Rimuru Vanguard would be so peak. Oh yeah, for sure. Rimuru Vanguard would go so far. We don't speak about the Dawn update. I don't play the Dragon Ball update. Yeah. A lot of the updates, or a lot of the enemies in the Dragon Ball update, they regen like crazy. So many passive opportunities, like the consume passive, Great Sage. Yeah, Rimuru would be a really cool unit they add if they were to add a Rimuru unit. You're probably gonna breeze through with your monarchs. Yeah, me probably. But I can definitely see why it would be hard without monarchs. The regeneration from the boom maps is kind of crazy. It definitely is kind of crazy. We need a Peppa Pig update. What do you think about trading in AV? I hope they never try. I hope they never add trading. I really hope they don't add trading, but they will. I can't stop. Like, they already promised it. Everybody wants it. They're gonna add trading. I hoped that they wouldn't. I just don't like trading. I just don't like the fact that trading being implemented into a game, because I feel like it just ruins everything. It literally just ruins everything. I just don't like it. Then again, I can't do nothing about it. Unless they do trading absolutely perfectly, then I don't like it. If it doesn't break the game, I'm fine with it. But like, I don't know. Like, once trading's added, the bots are gonna come crazy. They're gonna I mean, there's already bots. Like, people already know trading's gonna come. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking about it. I don't know. But in an ideal world, I wouldn't like trading to be added. I feel like the game's good already without having trading. Giving Gogeta to a level 5, that's not how trading should work. I don't think that's how trading ever does work. You have to be a specific level. Hopefully it's a very high level, but it's never at like level 5. No, if that's the case, then yeah, bots are gonna swarm the place, but AV is not dumb enough to do that. I'm hoping that the level requirement's like level 100 or something. Very, very high. Literally a level that only people who play the game can get to. That's how trading should be. Something exclusive for people who are good at the game. Not for people who just started like last week and are trying to get the best units when they can't even complete story mode. That's not how trading should be like. At least that's my philosophy around it. But I guess we'll see. Again, as long as trading doesn't break the game entirely, then I don't really mind it. But it's just a little too risky. It's just a little too risky that I don't think AV should risk or would want to risk. But I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm not a dev. You can't skip wave in Odyssey. You can with limitless mode, but without limitless mode, then you can't. No. Which I kind of like. They kind of made the whole Odyssey game mode feel really, really boring. But then yeah, some people did like it, which is why it's still there. He hits like 6 times this first attack on Sid. You think PvP gonna be like a Pokemon type game? Apparently it's like Bloons battles. I mean, I made a video on PvP. I literally played PvP, the early access of it. It was actually really fun. I feel like I enjoyed it a lot. I don't really know what the hell I was doing, but it was actually very fun. I think once you actually get the idea around it, then I think it's very fun. You just have to like know what you're doing. GTA thoughts? The trailer looks really nice. The game looks very promising. Hopefully it's gonna be worth the hype. What's the quickest ways to get corruption crystals now? I think it's still Odyssey, like the normal way. I think it's much better to get corruption crystals now. I think. I haven't tried it out yet. Apparently Odyssey is broken right now, as I've heard from a tester. But I think that Odyssey's basically been buffed and you can get corruption crystals faster now. I'm trying to see. This attack is 8 hits. I do this. This is a 3-hit attack. This is 2.4 seconds. Holy crap. This is really good if you want to build him up. You come out and he does damage. Crazy. Oh. Five more floors and I'm gonna be done for today. For WORLDLINEs. Halfway there. Who is better? Vanguards, Senju, UAB are set to get Monarchon. I mean, all 3 of them are really, really good to get Monarchon, but probably Senju, the number 1 to get it on, in my opinion. But if you get Monarch on any 3 of those dudes, then you're gonna be set. W grind, yep. Let's go to that full AoE real quick. Sid, 10 rerolls. Let's go. Next, 5 more. Honestly, Sid seems a bit underwhelming. Yeah, if you don't have Monarch, he does seem like that. If you have Monarch, though, he's crazy. I'm gonna just keep saying it. I feel like the thing is, someone like Shrine, he's gonna make a video on it. If you don't know Shrine, go to dude. He makes the best review videos on units. The moment Shrine makes a video on Sid, which he probably will, he's gonna make a video on it, and then he's gonna show how good he actually is. Once that video comes out, y'all are gonna see how good he actually is. But right now, he doesn't seem the best because the damage stat isn't like the highest, quote unquote, but he's very good. He's very good. How is 900 rules not enough Monarch for Sid? Now I have to auto macro challenges again. Tough, man. Hey, man. Rerolls are so easy to get now. Well, not super easy like ALS, but still easy enough. Watching Shrines videos like opening my eyes for the first time. Shrine be goated, bro. It's easy if you have time. Yeah, kind of. Boo, isn't even that hard. Isn't even the hard part. It's the stupid enemies. Yeah. Hi, was good, Duke. This AoE is ridiculous. His AoE is ridiculous. Bro, this dude's crazy. Wait, does Blast do less damage? Yeah. This is kind of like Nuke's DPS without Monarch, no? He's not even that expensive to max. I mean, he kind of is. If you have to max out 3 of them, then it will get kind of crazy. But whoa, what is that stun? What is this stun, bro? What the hell? Wish you could macro WORLDLINEs. WORLDLINEs is very annoying. How much time was to get 900 euros? It'd probably take like a month or two. Probably like a month. Yeah. More or less. Dante might be the price to victory. Dante is broken. What the hell? Big ass card. You get 600 a week from macro, basically, yeah. Wish I could macro. Ah. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Gotta go leader, man. All right, global. Take care, bro. I'm very close to being done. Only 3 more floors to go. Let's keep that off. What is my damage? Oh, is it the enemy drain? Oh no, blast is still getting debuffed once again. I think I'm about to win, W. I wish I could get a monarch finally. Hey man, just keep gambling. Just keep on gambling. Wait, does Monarch Pity reset on evolution because of trait history resets? I actually have no. That's a good question. That's actually a good question. I'll ask one of the devs about that. Does Monarch Pity reset after evolution? To swap him too and nuke him. He didn't die. What the heck? There you go. I mean, I barely had any swaps, but still. If I had the Monarch boost on him, that could have one-sapped. Well, I wasted 900 rolls if it does. Oh my gosh. It might, since it's technically a different unit. That would suck though. Ooh, wait a minute. I actually don't even know. I already rolled off 6 ethereals. Sunjin, damn. 6 ethereals. Sick. That could have been like 2 monarchs basically. By the time you got all those, could have been 2 monarchs. That's tough. Why didn't I evo him first? I always roll first before evolving. It's very stupid, but because I have to get takedowns like 99% of the time, but I still roll before evo. I just have better luck. I don't know why. Is every time I've gotten a monarch, it's always been pre-evo. That might just be like my personal luck with monarchs, but I never evolve my unit before spinning, or I reroll always before evolving. That's just how my luck works. Very weird, but it works like that. I asked many people, then it says it doesn't reset because it's the same unit. Let me ask. The history might reset because it turned into a different unit, but the pity stays the same. I'm trying to ask like a tester or dev to see if they respond. Get like confirmation. That's actually a good question. It's good to know for the future. Come on, this one, then the next one, and then one after that, and I'm done for today. I don't want to do world lines no more. Half of it is done. Sorry that my mic just made some noise. I had to move it a little bit. Every 4 seconds. That's crazy. Dog, I'm stuck at stage 30 right now. I'm pissed. What's the stage? What's the weather and what's the map? I have not played 11 matches. I played 23 matches. Why is it saying 11? The session time sounds about right. Like 2 hours, basically. If that's what it's, that's what it says. Ah, he died. Beautiful. 2 more. We're done. Oh, Blizzard. Unbound does 50% less damage. I guess we're going to go sit now. Wait, no, is that unbound or unknown? Unbound. Never mind. Unknown doesn't get any debuffs, which is crazy. let's place you hubba light right there. It goes away. So pity goes away when you reset. Or when you evolve a unit, the pity goes away. Damn. So if you spin rerolls on a unit before they're evoed and then you evolve them on evo, the pity resets. That is tough. That is very tough. Tester just confirmed it. It makes sense, but that's kind of dumb. Yeah, I wish that would like say somewhere, like on the reroll UI itself. Like once you evolve the unit, the trait pity goes away. Even if it's second evolution, like Vanguards said, I'm guessing, yeah. Whenever they evolve, the moment you evolve a unit in the evolve section, then the pity resets. That's tough. Yeah, that's crazy. I feel bad. I feel bad for people. I wasn't in a situation like that where I spent rerolls and then reset, but still, that is very tough. Actually, very tough. Thank God I didn't Evo Sunju, but would have lost like a 1000 reroll pity. Yeah, get Monarch first and then evolve him. Get Monarch first and then evolve him. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Wave 15, second to last one. There you go. Floor 25 is next. Maiden Heaven. Which one's this one? Curse and Cosmic. Wait, no. Holy and Cosmic. Curse and Unbound do less. Okay. Why does Holy? Yeah, Holy does more. Okay. Maiden Heaven. You got the saddest scales that you don't even know. Bro's probably drained. Like of energy, yeah, I am. WORLDLINE is so boring. Oh my gosh. The rewards are good, but it's so boring. It's so boring. I really wish they added like a hard mode. It really save a lot of time. I remember the times when the live stream chat used to show on the screen. Oh, back then, back in the day. Back in the day, I could probably add that still, but I'd probably have to add that in a time where I'm not busy doing stuff. But hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think the subscriber count should be more than enough. Come on, 9 more waves and then I'm done. Oh, 9 more waves. WORLDLINE is only easy if you have monarchs. That is true. It's super easy if you have monarchs. But like, yeah, like the enemies have 3, almost 4k HP. That's actually kind of, it's a good chunk actually. For only halfway there, it's a pretty good chunk. Yeah, if you do have monarchs, it's pretty light work. But I feel like even if you don't have monarchs, it's pretty light until you get to like floor 30 to 40. And then that's when you have to actually like start thinking. But still though, it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring, but yeah. Will you continue WORLDLINE later or tomorrow? Probably not tomorrow. I probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll have to decide if I want to finish it on stream or do it like off camera. I might do it on stream, possibly, but yeah, I'll see. But I won't be streaming tomorrow. I want to start working on the Sid video though, like how strong is Sid, can Sid like solo, the strongest game modes in AV, yada yada. You get the gist. Have you seen all the memes on TikTok about? Nah, I don't really use TikTok that much, so I don't really know what happens on there. I want to start streaming more like often though, so that's one thing I do want to start doing more. But yeah, because before I always just stream on updates. I want to be more consistent with that, because I feel like that's another really good way to interact. Why is he doing 3.2? Oh, is it a thing? Oh yeah, SPA minus 1%. Up. Oh my gosh, 100,000 every 3.2. And of course, everybody's favorite boss in the game, this dude. Some people stream AV on TikTok, so it might be meta. Type. Let's go, boom. Full AoE. Nice. We're done. We're done. Oh, we're done. halfway there to being completed with world lines to getting the GOAT Katakuri. Oh my god. It's not loading in. Nice. There you go. We are halfway to floor 50. The donuts. Nice. For end of stream, I did get some stat chips. How many rolls did I got? Let me see. I spent like 440 yesterday. Okay, 377. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. We got a lot of stat chips. Well, wait a minute. Let me cook. Ready for this? Ready for this? Let's get a godly. Let's get a godly. Come on. I already have enough damages. Oh, Z plus one tap. Nice. I need more good ranges, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Light work. Only doing world line because of the rerolls. W grind session. Yes, sir. All right. I think I'm ending the video there. Oh, I forgot about achievements. I gotta do achievements too. Yeah, I gotta do that later too. Okay, yeah. I'm in the stream there. Hope you guys did enjoy this grind. It was very chill, something light, something easy, or not. Yeah, it was pretty easy. It was a very chill stream, but I hope you guys did enjoy. And yeah, hope you have a great day right now wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next one. See you, Magic. See you, Ohio. Everybody have a great day. Bye.